Hey guys, this is Lucas Bozan. Welcome to my channel. This is my first video, and I have a lot that I would like to talk about. Still trying to figure this out, but I want to start this channel, and I have tried already, like to record 3 or 4 videos. Some like the light was bad, and the other one the sound was bad, and then like the other one I just cut half of my head. So, just trying to figure this out. But I'm starting this channel to talk about a lot of stuff. I'm from Brazil, but I have always been amazed by human beings, like our civilization and how we deal, how we talk to each other and stuff like this. And I want to take this like to worldwide scale. I could be talking Portuguese, but I think that would just limit. Although I would understand better what to talk about and how to deal with the behaviors of people, and I'll have some subjects I really knew how to talk about. But I decided to do this in English so I can go a little bit like overseas. I think human beings are very interesting, and I think it amazes me how we are able to find different solutions for a lot of problems. And this channel is about this, like sharing, like the experiences and narratives, and I don't know, just talking. Since I was young, I always felt like I was part of something bigger. And I feel like limiting myself just as a Brazilian, is a territory that was created by man. It doesn't define me very well. And I know I'm influenced by the culture, by the language, the way we think, how we perceive life. But at the same time, I still feel like I belong to something much bigger. And this is humankind. I have already traveled abroad to one country, which does not sound like much, but here in Brazil, like, I don't know if you know Brazil. Brazil's huge. So almost everything you want to do, we can do inside of Brazil. We have like different cultures, we have different, even weather inside of the same country at the same time of the year. I don't know if you know this, but there's a city here, for example, that snows. At the same time, you have a city that burns you. And then you have a place where you can go to see mountains. Then you have another one that's desert. Then you have another one that's beach. Like so. It's not very common for people to actually leave Brazil unless they really want something abroad. But I have had contact with a lot of people from different parts of the world. Like I have worked I have already had a position in my work that I needed to talk to people abroad, and also I have met some people inside Brazil. Even like games nowadays, and this possibility of getting everybody together at the same place just brings this possibility. And it's just this thing that it makes me feel like, wow. It's very nice to see people living at the same time as you in just another part of the world, and they have a totally different perspective of what's going on, and their reality is so different. I want to make this channel in order to talk and to share experiences, to say how the things are changing, and also to share, like our daily routines, how we see things, the things we like, the things that's acceptable in our society. And I think at some point everybody has this desire to have like a friend that thinks different than everybody else in your sphere. And this is what I'm trying to do here. This is my main purpose. I want to share things worldwide, and I'm able to, actually, it's more than appreciated if you can ask me questions and talk about like what I should talk about. It can be like about Brazil, it can be how we see things here, what's my opinion about some stuff. And then I'll probably try to ask a question, in the end of each video, so I can actually interact with people, because that's the goal. And in the end, I hope to help us all see things a little bit like more openly. Having people talking and interacting, discussing about a specific subject together, help us see in the big picture. And I hope we can do this here. So feel free to send all the things you want, to talk about the things you want, to ask the things, interact there. I want to talk about everything possible, okay? It's not going to be like just one thing. And even interact about the countries, what I know about the countries, the other countries. I don't know much, but I have some ideas already about this. And let's get together. So welcome, subscribe, like, please, and start following them so we can talk a little bit more. Thank you.